Naruto 334 viewer comments. An awesome week for viewer comments in Fairy Tail. Every week is great in Naruto, not so much in Fairy Tail, but this one is really good, and I really appreciate everyone's efforts. Let's go ahead and start with De Chavez 21. Hi there, nice review, talking about people who care about Gray. I think he's one of the main characters. It's like a multi-protagonist thing. I actually don't care much about him. I actually laughed when my cousin started crying after this chapter. But, well, she really likes him. This is my first time here, and it's really nice to watch reviews. Keep it up. Well, awesome. This is a channel that's friendly. We try to keep the trolls out, and we usually do a very good job, so everybody can make comments and just have fun. So, welcome. All right, and then Dr. Bukabu. Maybe that's how I said it. Truth is, the Gray Juvia jokes were annoying the hell out of me in this anime. Now that Gray is dead, will Juvia turn back to her old tragic self? The one I liked, who had said drip, drip, drop, had bullets and weapons passing through her water body with no harm. The one that was useful in the Heavens Tower arc. Gray's death is probably going to affect her and Leon a lot. Okay, you have more comments, but I'm just going to go ahead and say she was a great character. And Gray, I mean, it's just nothing. And then together I thought, well, they're going to be awesome. But anyway, I already said that. So anyway, yeah, it was there. Just the author didn't do anything with it. And Dr. Bukabu continues, I don't think Hiro abandoned Gray. If you look at Hiro's previous work, Gray was kind of similar to Muzuka, and really Gray probably had as much development as almost any character of Rave Master. The problem is, Rave Master, you had so many strong and interesting characters as in Fairy Tail, and Gray ended up being outshadowed a bit. Gray's death is rather brutal, especially following the usual innocent jokes of Juvia. You really wouldn't expect that to happen if he's dead. I mean, look, he's got that ice ability to fill in gaps in himself. He's used it before. If he's dead, if he's not brought back, it's Fairy Tail. I mean, the odds of even characters when they die of staying dead is pretty low. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, Dr. Bukubu continues. I suppose this would be the first death predicted in Levy's letter. We know so little of what happened in the hypothetical alternate futures. So far, the only change in history we can really track down is thanks to Zirconis, and it's concerning the past. Those 7 dragons originally had died, for what we know. Maybe the characters haven't managed to change anything yet. Hurry up and read the diary, Lucy. If you do nothing, you will have witnessed your own death for real. For anyone who's read Rave Master, that should sound similar to a certain epic end, not spoiling anything. All right, really appreciate your comments. And let's see, Kasarov, how can you not die? He was on a battlefield, not even paying attention, and of course you will get headshot. All right, okay, and then appreciate the comment. And then Chocolate Gucci. Gray really can't die like this. I don't really care much for the character, but he's a main character. For a main character to die sudden by fodder dragon minion things, that is kind of an empty one death, isn't it? It really means that this death can't be permanent. Plus, he also needs to tell Juvia what he was going to tell her. But it would be cool to actually see a main character die in this series. Very true. But in a more dignified way. Kind of like how we all thought Makarov was going to sacrifice himself to save everyone from acnologia. Appreciate your comment. Bob 9. I agree that Makarov should have died back in the Tenryujima. It would have been great turning point in the series if the guild master died to the dragon and he would have gone down like a boss. True, there are characters that should have. You're bringing up a outstanding point. There are deaths that just naturally should have occurred because those characters don't really serve a purpose anymore. It's just the dead wood, right? I mean, if Hero's going to lose interest in a character, give them some kind of a good or whatever interesting end, and then we can move on, as opposed to sitting there watching him torture us with characters that he doesn't want to do anything with, and it's just a nightmare. So anyway, you're bringing up an extremely good point in that one in particular, and in a broader sense, as I mentioned, a lot of other characters should be dead by now too, or at least a few more. All right, really always appreciate your comments. KH Mixer X, I love Groovia pairing. I find the moments between them quite humorous also. Vincent B. Okay, subject. Gonna check your reviews for the next turn. Fun seeing older folks interested in youth series. Grey Death is shocking and lovely for FT current rating. Let's hope he doesn't come back with cheap effects. Ultir dying for him is too obvious, and here is what I actually want to happen. Number 1, Ultir resolves to kill Rogue because Grey is dead. Number 2, time travel Lucy, meaning Grey will come back, but hopefully at the end of the arc. Number 3, the talk to Juvia is probably something stupid. Let's hope not. Alright, appreciate your comments. And NW Order for Life. He's not dead, or he is, and he will be revived. Yeah, I would say if there was a poll of us, if we all took a poll of Fairy Tail fans, it would be, he's not going to stay dead. So even if he is dead, which he's not going to stay dead. So yeah. Okay, and then and then Dark Slayer 1 is saying, I think the same. And let's see, Mr. Tutano 2004. I'm rather new to FT and skip plenty of things. However, one thing I noticed is that this mangaka is rather predictable. So I'm going to throw this out there. Grey is Natsu's rival. A shonen hero without a rival is not taken well. So he must exist. Having that said, Hero, he seems to have given away what's going to happen with Ultir, had those thoughts about her life not being worth it, and probably Grey is dead, but we brought back somehow by her at her cost of her own life. Appreciate your comments. And Warcam, amen. Boy got killed because he is weak. All right, now I appreciate the comments. I'm going to go ahead and make this short. I pretty much laid it out in my rant in the actual review video. So, but I really like your comments, and of course, the more people comment and everything, it kind of gives a broader spectrum, a much bigger idea of where everybody's at, and it helps to fill in some of the things that have actually happened in the series. But I like but pretty much, I guess what I'm going to close in this is everybody keeps bringing up actually pretty solid reasons why this can't be dead. And the whole thing of him getting killed by fodder for no reason, you know, like cannon fodder by no reason. Just everything stacks up to say that Grey either is not going to die or is going to be brought back. But anyway, we already kind of made this conclusion before we made this video. This is a viewer comments video. I do this every week just so everyone knows. Anybody can be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.